Hey y'all, welcome back to Tactical Alliance Gaming and another Raid Shadow Legends video. Now, in this episode, we're going to do a guide on one of the coolest epics that I've found in the game, especially if you're having a hard time with Dwarves 21 Faction Wars. Alright, so what champion am I talking about? Oh, I'm talking about the one and the only, let me get down to her here, Melga SteelGirdle. Alright, now why is she so good? All right, why do I like her so much? Now, well, on her A1, Inspiring Violence, she attacks one enemy and has a 50% chance of removing one random debuff from a random ally. Cannot remove a debuff from herself, okay? Now, she does take a ton of books. There's what? 8 here? Another 5? And then 2 more. She takes a lot of books, all right? I don't want to math right now. I just got done streaming, which if you don't know, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Tactical Alliance Gaming. Link will be in the description below. So anyway, on her A2, she places a shield buff on all allies equal to 20% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns. Also places a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. On a 2-turn cooldown, or 3-turn cooldown when booked, I'm sorry. Now, her A3 is the big reason that she was so clutch for me for Faction Wars, okay? So, revives 2 random allies with 20% HP and 20% turn meter. Also places a shield buff on the revived allies for 2 turns equal to 30% of their max HP. That revive is huge in Faction Wars. As we all know, revive is clutch, especially when you're dealing with some of the crazy waves that you get in stage 21, like 3 Valks, etc. Now, for Dwarf 21, I've heard of a lot of people that have a hard time with Dwarf 21, okay? She was the reason that I got through at 3-star, okay? I was running Tormund, Mountain King in a shield set, shoot, who else? Gala, no, Molly. I remember what my Dwarf 21 team. I'll show you my Dwarf 21 team actually. But she does have an aura of HP in all battles by 15%. I don't really use that too much, but it is there if you do want to use that. Now, as far as her masteries, there's 2 ways you can build your Melga. You can build her as a tank, or you can build her just straight out as a support champion, which is what I did. Okay, because I have Tormund that I use as my tank. So as a support champion, I started off in the defense tree with Defiant, and I kind of worked my way down into Unshakable for the extra resistance, okay? Now, for the support, I did go down the support tree as well, but I didn't go accuracy. Why? I don't need accuracy on her for support. She really doesn't have any debuffs to land. So I started with Steadfast, and I just kind of came down this way and ended up in Lasting Gifts, okay? Now, why? She doesn't really have any debuffs. So, the nice thing about that is you don't need accuracy. You don't need accuracy on Melga, okay? You want HP for the shield. So, I've got her at 71k. Her attack doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She's not there to do damage. She's not there, you know, she is there straight out. And she's an HP-based champion anyway, so HP is going to bump her damage. Attack's going to do you absolutely freaking nothing. Her defense is low. Okay, I'm kind of at the mercy of gear at the moment. Her speed's low at 206. Crit rate, crit damage. Now, crit rate, crit damage, as we all know, as far as stat priorities, are 2 of the last ones that you worry about. Survivability first, then damage, okay? Accuracy, survivability, speed, and damage. So I didn't really do too much with these. Now, she does have 253 resistance. That just worked out as substats from the gear that I had available for her. And as you can see, almost no, accuracy. I avoided accuracy as much as I could on her. Unfortunately, you know, Great Hall, you know, whatever. But that's how I have her built. Now, I do have her in an Immortal set because I do want those heals plus that HP boost, okay, because of her shield. So that HP boost is huge. She's great in an Immortal set. And the heal, 3% of 71k. I mean, it's a decent heal. I mean, it's 3%, so it's not going to be, you know, life-changing, but it's decent. Okay, so where is she good? Is kind of the next question, right? Well, she's phenomenal in Dwarf 21 Faction Wars. Okay, she is really good in Dwarf 21. All right, she's the reason I got cleaned. I got this 3-starred, and this is the team I'm using. So I'm using Torment in the lead for that defense aura, along with Brogni, Herndig, both fusion champions, Molly, and Melga. Melga's the only epic that made it on my team, okay? I was using Mountain King in a shield set for a long time, where Herndig was, and then, or where Brogni was, and then where Melga was, I was using Rearguard Sergeant for the Ally Protect. This right here is a good team. All right, it's not great. You're not going to get out in 30 seconds, but, 358, so about a 4-minute run. But it's 100%. And it's 100% because Melga's in there to really help with revives, etc. Okay? So, as far as dungeons go, okay, we all know Dwarf 21 is kind of a pain. Where does she work in dungeons? I would not bring her into Spider, okay? I just wouldn't. You probably could lower levels, but I wouldn't. Ice Golem, yes, the shields, the revives can help, maybe. But Dragon, she can work. So Dragon, she could probably work. That's my Dragon 25 team. Which I don't think I have saved. No, I don't. Let's see. That's fine. That's fine. So we'll pull out Ursula and we'll put Melga in here. Now, as you guys know, Ursula, my favorite champion in the game. If you guys do have her, I did do a guide on her a while back. I will link that up here at the top. So make sure you guys do check that out. But here we go with Melga SteelGirdle coming in to fill in for Ursula, the Mourner, okay? Now, it is Dragon 20. Now, why am I not doing 25? Well, one, it's a longer run, but two, a lot of people aren't at 25 dungeons yet. Okay? She can work in 25 because she does have the revive and she does have that support, the revive and the heal and all that. So she can work just the same way in Dragon 25 that she does in 20. Okay? Now, the issue with 25 is that second wave. You have to be able to keep your people alive through that second wave. But this isn't a video on Dragon, so I digress. But right here, she did come in with the revive on Ghostborn and on Seer, which if you haven't seen my Ghostborn guide, that's up at the top too. All right, now this team I threw together for Dragon 25. It's about a little over 2-minute team on Dragon 25. But she is a solid champion all over the game. Campaign, yes, she can do it. Can she be your campaign farmer? No. But she is a solid support unit for campaign if she's built right. Okay, but Dragon, yes. Fire Knight, I probably wouldn't because she doesn't really have much as far as multi-hit. So I wouldn't use her for Fire Knight. I wouldn't use her for Ice Golem. She can work. There are better options out there, but if you don't have anything better, she can work in Ice Golem, but it's probably not going to be a very fast run, and I wouldn't use her as your sole reviver. Okay, so right here, Dragon 20, okay, at 1:45 with Melga. Now, she only did 94k XP. Or damage. Why? She's not there for damage. I mean, she did half the healing of Bad L. Now, let's think about it. She did half of the healing of Bad L. Bad L 1 is built better than she is. 2, he's a legendary champion. He's throwing 2 continuous heals on, where she's throwing 1. So that makes sense. So she's comparable in a smaller scale. Now, is she a replacement for Bad L? Absolutely not. There is no replacement for Beck. But the girl can heal. She did a little bit of damage. She's not a damage dealer. Okay? Now, can she work in 25? Yes, she can, the same way as she does in 20. She just definitely needs to be built a little bit tankier just because of the harder hits. Fire Knight, I wouldn't use her. Dragon, absolutely. Spider, no. Minnow, absolutely. You can use her in Minnow. Ice Golem, she can function in there. Obviously, Potion Keeps. Pretty much everything will work in Potion Keeps. Arena. Now, will she work in Arena? I would say probably not. And the reason is she doesn't do damage. So we'll put her against a little bit of an easier team. Let's go to my main team. And we'll pull out Tormund. Let's do this. I keep forgetting about that. Pull out Tormund and we'll bring in Melga. Okay. Now, we're going to an easier team. Now, she's not an arena champion by any stretch, okay? So understand that. She's not an arena champion. She is a PvE champion, okay? That's what she's built for. Now, I have her built strictly for support. So, is she going to work? Maybe. Is she not? Maybe not. Probably not. I'm not banking on it because she is a support champion. Yeah, she is a support champion. So, I wouldn't really use her in arena at all, honestly. But PvE content, yes, she is good. Campaign, yeah, she's good there. Doom Tower, can she work in Doom Tower? I don't know. I don't have any keys. She probably will because of her shields and because of that cleanse. But again, there are better champions for a cleanse. Now, Clan Boss. Is she good in Clan Boss? I would say no. Maybe for cleansing the stun. But there's better options out there. So she's pretty much a Faction Wars champion, and Dungeon is kind of where you've got her at. I mean, she can do it. She can do some other stuff, but she is all about PvE content as far as dungeons. She's a dungeon crawler, okay? So if you're struggling in dungeons, progression through Dragon, progression through Ice Golem, yes. And she can work in Minnow all the way up through 15. We're not going to do a Minnow run because everybody dreads it. Potion Keep, she is good. Now, the nice thing about her is, one, she's Spirit Affinity. Now, in Arena, that already sets you back because there is a lot of magic affinity in Arena. A lot of your great nukers are magic. Foley, for instance, okay? Rhodos, if you need a single target nuke. But as far as PvE goes, she is a great option to help you progress through content. Is she endgame viable? Probably not, because by that point, you're going to have better options. But if you are struggling with progression, Melga can come in, fill a role, and help you progress more. Okay? She does have that ability. All right? So, that is Melga SteelGirdle. Good champion. Definitely as far as sets go. Stat priority with Melga. Speed. Let me just open it up here. Speed, HP, defense, then crit rate, crit damage, resistance, etc., depending on how you're using her, okay? But that's Melga SteelGirdle. As a support champion, she is good. I do have mine mostly booked. I think she's fully booked. Yeah, she's fully booked. But she's viable. She works. So, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like. Let me know in the comments below. Do you use Melga and where? Okay. Let me know. I look forward to reading your comments, guys. Also, remember, we do stream 3 days a week on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, twitch.tv/Tactical Alliance Gaming. Link in the description below. Also, guys, make sure you check out the other champion guides I've got on the channel. More to come. I'm actually playing with one for an early game, Cold Heart. We're going to see how that goes. And then I do have one coming up that's kind of going to be a funny one to do. But you guys will have to wait for that. So anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you again next time.